Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakaha Kadash, Baratazah, Padi Yahat, Wadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Doing a quick video, real quick, off of a news article that I found. 1 second, let me get it for you. Bear with me, bear with me. There we go. Yeah, in this news article today, or whatever and whatnot, it says home explosion investigated as a hate crime after racial slurs and a swastika is found painted in nearby home. Basically, I read the whole article or whatever. I didn't want to take a bunch of pictures. I was just going to sum it up for y'all. But it says officials in Ohio say home explosion is being investigated as a hate crime after racial slurs and swastika was found on a nearby destroyed home. So which party is a part of the swastika party? That's the white supremacists, man. So they profess all of this we equal type shit, and you know what I'm saying? Excuse the French. They profess all of this equality type shit and basically and disinvolvement of segregation, and everyone should love each other, and kumbaya and all of this. But yeah, all of this nonsense with racial uproaring, conflict, and controversy still goes on today in America, bro. And they just try to sweep that shit under the rug. And it can't work like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it twisted. Like in the scriptures, even though you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you can marry outside your race. The man can. You understand what I'm saying? Because the male carries the seed. So, me, if I wanted to, mate with a so-called white woman, I can. You understand what I'm saying? If I wanted to mate with a so-called Jude was a Moabite. She was an Asian. What else? The prophet Moses, that was reincarnated as King David, he married a so-called Ethiopian. So the tribes males can marry outside of their race because the seed is always going to come back. It's only when another race pretty much marries one of ours, the seed becomes a tear, which because we know, this is common sense that the male carries the seed, But the point that I'm trying to make is we settle down or whatever and whatnot, and we, niggas don't be on all that no more, or whatever and whatnot, like racist. Like all of that racist nonsense. But no matter how hard you try to push it and say it, there's still racism around here, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is adding fuel to the fire, you know what I mean? We brought out countless times of how, there's confusion of faces. There's so-called white people that are actually, like the Irish and the Italians. You understand what I'm saying? We brought out how those people were connected and a part of Israel. We brought out multiple things to contribute to what the scripture says at the end of the day. Not what based upon how we feel or how the world wants us to feel. Every brother in this truth, we're not racist people, man. I mean, yeah, some brothers are harbor more hatred than others, and they seek respiration. I mean, what's that word? Pretty much, I think it's respirations, or you know what I mean. The word that I'm trying to say, and pretty much retribution for past conflicts. But not every brother is like that. But in this story or whatever, I'm gonna continue on. Basically, an interracial couple had a electrical fire or whatever and whatnot. They was getting their house fixed. They came back. Somebody burned their shit down and then put swastikas and blue spray paint everywhere or whatever and whatnot, and then even destroyed the neighbor's shit too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the neighbors ain't even had nothing to do with it. And I'm assuming that it had to be like with the interracialness. I'm assuming that it was either a half nigga or a half nigga woman or something like that. Because when the swastika is involved, we known for the past damn near 180 years, it's only one group with a swastika or whatever or whatnot, or anything with a Klansman or Aryan Brotherhood type background. It's one specific race that they don't like, and it's niggas. Point blank and period. I get on Facebook, I get on I get on World Star, I get on all of these pages or whatever and whatnot, and the first thing you see as soon as you pop in the comments is nigger this and nigger that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, that shit don't affect me. I don't give a fuck about that word. I don't care who said it, I don't care who used it. I'm not worried about it because I know I'm chosen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like I ain't gonna say that, Lord willing, but I know that I know I got royalty in my blood, so I'm not really worried about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day. But like for illiterate niggas and ill mannered niggas, that's gonna trigger them or whatever. They gonna feel some type of way about it. Cause of what the history has and in the news. But I don't wanna make this too long. The point that I'm trying to make is no matter how like we try to like comply with the world sometimes. Like Israelite brothers comply with the world. We're respectful, we're hospitable, and then at the end of the day, a nigga woman can't marry a so-called white man, or a nigga male can't marry a so-called white female without somebody getting fucking mad about it. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get mad about this shit. Like that's the point that I'm trying to make. Regardless of the breakdowns I told you of what the scriptures allow, as far as the male's behalf, the point that I'm trying to make is regardless if we comply and wooty woo and all right, we can all get along. It can't never be no get along because pretty much like Edom, he just got vengeance. Like this nigga want blood. Like he big salty like about that birthright. It just is what it is. Like he mad. He ain't letting that shit go. Alright, let me jump into the scriptures. Like Salaki, I know I was all up in the phone, wooty woo, you know what I'm saying, etc., etc. But disregard all of that stuff. A lot of them acts for I need, considering my financial stability. I'm fucked up right now. I'm all over the place, but I'm still managing to push this word out though. That's all that really matters. But this is Second Chronicles 28 and 17. For again, the Edomites had came and smitten Judah. And that word smitten, I didn't look it up, but I'm going to give a strong guesstimation that that's either like pretty much either destroying, pretty much like basically like wreaking havoc. You know what I mean? Like basically like wiping something out. Like I think of that word, like, you know what I mean? Like when you look at the context of the way it's portrayed in the scripture. For again, the Edomites had came and smitten Judah and carried away captives. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, they blew down on Jake and snatched his ass up. Now, in this particular case, that didn't happen because that family wasn't home. The interracial family wasn't home. But the police do that shit too. They just killed a nigga in New York. They just killed a nigga in Texas. And that was all in a period of 2 weeks or whatever and whatnot. Let's not forget the public massacres that's been going on or whatever and whatnot. So these things happen, man. Like pretty much Edom is not going, he not letting go about these scriptures. And that's really what it comes down to, because this truth is out, man. Like you see it everywhere. There's subliminals everywhere. Like I'm watching this movie right now. It's called Kingsman. They showing it on cable, and they were in a Satan worshiping church right before one of the agents died or whatever and whatnot. And the lady, dude was about to get up and leave, the agent, and the lady was like, "Where are you going?" And he said, "If you excuse me, I gotta go somewhere to blah 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 with my Jew black boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? So they put little subliminals in there to let you know that the niggas is Jakes. Like, you understand what I'm saying? They supplant that shit in your head. Like, so subconsciously, like basically the people who made the movie, the elites, they all know the truth or whatever. Like, they squeeze that in there. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it don't get no clearer than that. Like, you know what I mean? And this is not the only movie and TV show that do it. There's multiple others, man. I just can't think of none right now. But like, there's a lot of it's subliminally portrayed. So it's like hard to break down. Like when you doing a recording, like I didn't pre-record this or write nothing down. I'm just going off the top of my head. But you brothers can understand and get that concept. You understand what I'm saying? Like, his Jew black boyfriend, and then or whatever and whatnot, and then he told her to hell Satan because subconsciously, you know what I mean, they want Jake to go off or whatever and whatnot because they want Jake to be in a lower place like them because since they fell from grace, they feel like it's some way through the time of this captivity and so on that they can get the Lord to see that look, we like they just the same as us. So take the birthright from them as well. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not happening since Israel's been waking up and you got brothers out on the highways and hedges, you got brothers doing videos, etc., etc., man. Once again, we not out here murdering people. We not out here killing nobody. You understand what I'm saying? We not out here even verbally abusing nobody. We can't even do that no more because you can get arrested and locked up for doing that. I remember back in the day, you would hear cracker this, Edomite that, you know what I'm saying? You going into slavery, woo, all of that, this, that, and the third. I'm talking like vulgar, derogatory language to the fullest extent. You don't hear none of that shit no more. Like, we just bring out the scriptures or whatever and whatnot, and a lot of those jakes, that's built up anger, man, over past hundreds upon hundreds of years of torture, mental abuse, and destroying. You understand what I'm saying? So they like niggas is just mad for no reason. So like I don't blame none of them jakes. Me personally, I don't do shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had interracial relationships, etc., etc. I don't go into my religious beliefs in them because it's like Apostle Tahar said. That's none of the woman's business. You ain't gotta tell your woman nothing about none of that. That's none of her damn business. Never mind. Don't worry about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Apostle Tahar is right. So if he say he don't do it, then that mean I ain't gotta fucking do it. You know? And excuse my French. But yeah, let's go back and into these scriptures, man. All right, this is Joshua 23 and 13. Know for a certainty that the Lord Yahweh your power will no more drive out any of the nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto you, and scourges in your sides and thorns in your eyes, until you perish from off of this good land which the Lord Yahweh have given you. Yeah, who was this land given to? Who was in this land first? The tribe of Gad. Gad was here first. They wiped Gad's ass the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? That's the so-called Native Americans. You understand what I'm saying? So clearly this is a place of captivity, the Holy Land. Where was we at before that? We was in Israel. Where was we at before that? We was in Assyria. We was in Middle East Asia. We was in Egypt. We was everywhere, man. You know? But the point that I'm trying to make is our homelands that the Most High given to us for us going off, this is a part of our judgment, man. That's why it's wise for you niggas just to stay in this word, man. Don't be out here trying to hang with these niggas and yeah, you know what I mean? I'm in the streets, I'm a real street nigga and all that dumbass shit. That's all dumbass shit. Your best bet is to stay in this Bible. Because it's serious out here. The Lord is passing judgment and he passing it left and right, man. That's why I say, Lord willing, you know what I mean? Wadi Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for the protection on me and my immediate family, man. And I always make sure I do a video. I always make sure I do a prayer, regardless of what wickedness I'm doing. I'm keeping the Lord in mind, even if I'm going off. I'm asking for judgment or whatever and whatnot. You know what I mean? Cause it's like the time has come, man. Yeah, man. They done blew they shit up when they was staying probably at a, a hotel or something like that, and then wrote swastikas all over the place, man. You know, so ain't no equality like they say it is. They put in the movies like I forget that one movie that came out in like I'm gonna say 2016 with it was about dude robbing a bank or something like that. I'm pretty sure, and like they had like pretty much they had I think it looked like ISUPK or something like that standing out on the streets, pretty much just saying a bunch of vulgar shit like calling Esau the devil and whatever and whatnot. Which you know, on that point they not lying. Like I mean, you is the devil. Like just look at the devilish shit that you do. You even fuck up and kill your own people, bro. I just watched a bunch of Edomite cops beat the shit out of a male Edomite and killed this nigga. This nigga was dead. This nigga was unconscious and not breathing on the gurney when they went and put him in the ambulance truck. So you dog and treat your own people like shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, so hell yeah, niggas is gonna call you the devil. Like you can't fucking get mad at that. How you gonna fuck us up and then fuck your own people up and then fuck everybody else up too? And then when motherfuckers call you out on it, your feelings get hurt. Like motherfucker, you just blew somebody's house up. Like if somebody called you the devil, you shouldn't be mad at that. Cause like that's what you do and that's who you are. Like, now I get it. Not all of them are like that. And that small fraction of them that are not all like that, they might be of Israel. You know what I mean? That might be the confusion of faces. You know? They might be of a different nation. You know what I'm saying? They might be something else. But the point we trying to make is you can't fucking get mad for niggas stating facts. You know? I know I don't get mad when niggas say it's always some niggas outside killing somebody and selling drugs. I don't get mad at that. I'm like, you know what? You absolutely motherfucking right. And they need to lock them niggas up and put their ass in jail, man. And they pieces of shit because they giving my ethnicity a bad reputation, man. You understand what I'm saying? So it's equal on both sides. But for the a better part, it's more on your side because you've been doing this because you lost your birthright. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to you elite. We ain't worried about you niggas that's next door and stay down the street. We ain't worried about no Edomites that work at the factory, you know what I mean, across town or some weird shit like that, or truck drive. You niggas, you're not important. We talking about them niggas in them Salakia. We talking about them Edomites in them blue collar suits, nigga, with hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever and whatnot. That's calling shots and calling plays. That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about no motherfucker going to pick up a fucking case of PBR. You understand what I'm saying? Etc. like that. Disregard that. That's one of them old phone games that one of my little brothers and nieces and nephews be playing on my phone. But anyway, that's the point that I'm trying to make. So, like, with that being said, like, the point that I'm trying to get to is it's just like it's not gonna be no equality, man. And pretty soon Jacob's trouble about to come, and it's about to get worse for you. You interracial relationships, you mixed Jakes. You know what I'm saying? That means you niggas with different, with different nations in your blood. It's gonna get even more harder, man. It's gonna get worse than that, man. Because when martial law come, niggas is about to get fucked up, man. Shit about to come crashing down. Shit about to hit the fan. Set me as a seal. This is Psalms of Solomon 8 and 6. Set me as a seal upon thy heart, as a seal upon thy arm. For love is as strong as death. Yeah, man. So what's as strong as death, man? Love is, man. Who lost their love to Yahweh? Why Yahweh Shai? Because they gave it up. Edom did, man. You know? And jealousy is as cruel as the grave. So that's self-explanatory right there. I don't even need to say no fucking more. You understand what I'm saying? So you niggas need to understand that these Edomites is mad at you Negroes, you Latinos, you Italians, you Native Americans, you so-called Irish. And really, it really makes me mad because, like, as much cruelty as you Italians and you so-called Irish used to catch back in the fucking day, and you niggas act like that shit never happened, man, and you be all hunky-dory with the so-called Edomite, man. Them niggas is whooping your ass and treating you like a motherfucking slave, too, man. You want to act like you forgot about that shit, though. Bet you can't guess why they was doing that, huh? Motherfuckers better do your research, man. But anyway, yeah, man. The niggas is jealous about that birthright, man, and it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse from there. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which have a most vehement flame, man. Yeah, meaning, man, that flame ain't, like, ain't nothing about to put that flame out, man. It's like, it's damn near eternal, man. It's damn near, like, indestructible, you know? I got one more for y'all. Proverbs 6 and 34. For jealousy is the rage of man, therefore he will not spare in that day of vengeance. Yeah, man. And every day is a day of vengeance for the so-called Edomites, man. They blessing is the sword. Like, I don't see how you niggas cannot understand that. You see it in every movie, man. What movie was I just watching with Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever and whatnot, and he quoted the Bible. He said, "I am about my father's business," but he wasn't talking about the Most High, man. He was talking about, Cain dating back to whatever, whatever other Edomite king that was ruling shit back in the times of Canaan and et cetera, in the biblical days. And what did he have in his hand? He had an axe and pretty much they show pictures of like swords and shit, man. Cause like that's his blessing. That's another subliminal. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so you niggas is lost, man. You gotta pick up on this shit, man. There's a lot of people that's lost that don't like you just be watching movies just thinking it's just a movie, man. They telling themselves in every movie, man. You just gotta be knowledgeable enough to know what the fuck they talking about. Yeah, and that was just on TV the other day. But yeah, I hope this is edifying, man. I want to say, call lawyer Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Makaha Kadash, Barak Zah, Padi Yahah, Kawadi Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing that this is edifying for you brothers. Double honors to apostles and elders, a great millstone once again. I know I didn't say it in the beginning, or I don't remember saying it, so I'm going to say it now.